Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade, and I am back here with yet another video for you. Sometimes you see a clip on, I don't know, the news, the internet, wherever, where somebody says something that just makes you say, wow, that guy gets it. He understands, and you're just kind of in awe of just how perfectly he said everything, and you just kind of get fired up, and you realize that there's somebody out there as passionate and as level, clear-headed, and sane of thought as you are. You know, it's I guess kind of like an echo chamber, except this echo chamber is really important. So this what this guy is saying, he's saying it perfectly, and that's the entire point of this clip. Is I just want to highlight this former CIA officer's very impressive speech. So without further ado, let's listen to it.
Invoke the Insurrection Act to put troops on the streets. I want to ask instead about the chain of command. You served in government. Can bureaucrats decide unilaterally to make policy?
Well, that's what we've seen the past 3 years, isn't it? Brennan, Clapper, Comey, all that's now coming out. That's not a new phenomenon, of course. It's a horrifying one, but it's not new. But what we have here, I think, more specifically, is a Secretary of Defense who doesn't get it. All right, right now, let's just cut to the chase, Tucker. This country is on fire. We are facing an insurrection by people that we don't quite understand who they are, but by all indications, they are violent leftist thugs. And what Secretary Esper doesn't quite seem to get either is that the nation is panicking. 71% of us want the National Guard in our cities tonight. 58% of us want the military in our cities tonight. All right, the people are panicking. The country is on fire. Now, who is attacking us? Mr. Esper should know this. Right. It's Antifa, Department of Justice, NYPD. Others are saying this very clearly. These are people, by the way, that we faced back in the 1960s and 70s and early 80s. These were people who were far leftist, Marx, Lenin, folks who embraced that ideology. They allied with Black Panther movements, and it took many years to finally put it down. Very dangerous. And now this same group, who is allied, by the way, with the Democratic Socialists, we're talking to Bernie Bros and Ms. Ocasio-Cortez, they're back. They're back with firebombs. They're back with bricks in our suburbs and our downtowns. That's something that Mr. Esper clearly doesn't understand. And then finally, we have a media that is feeding this flame, this horrific fire, this seditiousness. You have brought this up many times, including tonight. Let me read a headline from Slate magazine just yesterday that said the following. Peaceful protests are an important tool, but so is violence. So now we have a media filling the airways full of this crap. Yeah. Put it all together. And the piece that you mentioned, no more police, because we're going to defund those folks. We can't put forward the National Guard because that would be escalation. So now we take off the military from the table. What does that leave, Tucker? Let me tell you what it leaves. Vigilante justice.
That's exactly
it's you
right.
And me and everybody watching this program arming ourselves. Is that how we run a republic? No, sir, it is not. And you do not want a country that goes there. And that is precisely where the nation is headed, and we need for all of our leadership to understand that. And if Secretary Esper doesn't get it, doesn't understand that the oath is to protect ourselves from threats, both foreign and domestic, by God, get the hell out of the Pentagon and let somebody lead who gets it. Because that is the oath that he took, that I took, and that the people of this country demand of our leadership in this moment, because we are on fire. Someone do something about it.
I couldn't agree more. That's inspiring, Brian.
That was impressive and said perfectly. I don't know how I elaborate or make that any better than it already is. So I am James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content, or, well, in this case, this is very much this former CIA officer's content. If so, if you liked what he said, smash that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.